Good afternoon, friends. It is Thursday, January 4th, 2018. I didn't say that yesterday, but Happy New Year to all you gamers out there. Everybody watching. Make it a good one. Play some good games. Do what you do best. I'm not going to say it because I usually say that to the end. But you know what you're supposed to do. You know about getting on and gaming. You know the deal. All right, this is Yesterday at Lunch. This is where we get to talk about yesterday's news today while you eat lunch. We might eat some lunch. We have not done that on the air yet. Yeah. It's not really a good idea, but hey, we have to put that out there. You don't get to eat unless we eat.
No, that's rude.
That's rude. Is that rude? You can eat.
Sorry.
That'll be fine. That'll be fine that you can eat.
Sorry, fixing a phone.
Android's happening. Nerd Girl's in the house this afternoon.
Hello.
Hanging out with us. Melissa Marie Phoenix is in the chat.
Hello.
She says, hi, fam. Every time she says hi, she has multiple vowels.
Well, yeah.
After it.
She's yelling. I mean, she's far away, so.
Yeah. Yesterday, it was more, hi, yeah.
Sounds about right.
But it was only one A on there, too. So I didn't even know what to do with that. But that's what happened. Yesterday's show, we talked about some really good stuff. We got some more to talk about today. It looks like Monster Hunter is up in the news. We talk a little bit of Madden. PUBG is back up in there. Somehow I think I saw some PUBG. Mad Catz.
Oh.
We get to talk some Mad Catz. And lastly, I think I had something about some lawbreakers.
Okay.
Lawbreakers. Haha. Breaking laws out in here.
Breaking the law.
We want to know what you guys are having for lunch, what news you've seen, any topics you think we should discuss or want to discuss with us. Let us know in the chat room too. I will let you know we do simulcast the show, so we're on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and Smashcast all at once. But that little chat box that you see on the side there, that chat box has all of your chat in one place, so you can discuss amongst yourselves as long as you're watching the feed at the same time. Chat in the room that you're in, and we'll have a nice one. What is that? Bohio 100? That's what Melissa Marie Phoenix says. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It's VOHIYO 100.
I think she's drunk.
I don't know. She's having drunk for lunch.
Sounds about right.
Having drunk for lunch. Dragon K8 is in YouTube. He says, yo, he's having meat with fries and sauce.
Oh. See,
okay. When I ask you guys what you're having for lunch, you don't have to be so vague about it. All right. What kind of meat is it? Let me know. I know. I think it was MP Sports was in the chat yesterday, and he said that he had, what was it? He just wrote Whataburger. Have you ever heard of Whataburger?
Yes.
I've never heard of this. So I was trying to figure out, like, what's their exclamation?
I heard you screaming about it. I didn't know what they were talking about.
Was there an exclamation point?
There might be. I think there
after
actually
what
is.
Or after burger? Should there have been a question mark? Because I would have said like, what a burger, or like, what a burger. It was hard. It was confusing for me.
It's what a burger.
You guys could be detailed. What kind of meat is this? You know, you just can't have just meat. He says, I'm Swedish. I can't find an English word for it. For meat? For meat? Is it beef? Did it come from? Okay, just tell me where the meat came from. Ooh, that might be. We might get something else we don't want if we ask that question. Where'd the meat come from? Oh. Where's the meat? That's what we want to know. It looks like Melissa Marie Phoenix says that. Oh, BohioCon. It's an event that's coming up in April. Is it BohioCon?
I don't know that one. If there's OhioCon, there's no B.
Is she just misspelling Ohio? I don't know. I
misspell Delaware every once in a while. I put DELE.
DEL.
Instead of DELA.
Dela.
Yeah, I know.
Dela.
So Delaware.
I would have thought you would have put two L's. That would have made more sense. Two L's. You know, I'm gonna put your camera in the bottom here instead of the wide shot really quick.
Okay.
Nope, that's not it. That looks just wrong. That's just bad news right there. Give me a second while I make some adjustments. It's gonna turn it off. Studio mode. All right. I'm not gonna put your camera there. I'm not gonna even mess with it. This is what I tell LEM all the time. Don't mess with it during the show, and I'm doing it. I'm doing the exact same thing. So I'm not gonna mess with it. If I want to go to you, I can just flip over to you from there.
That's
all right. What else do we have up in the chat room? Let's see. Melissa Murray Phoenix is having ramen noodles with tuna and an Amp Cherry Blast energy drink. See, that's description. Cherry Blast. Is that your favorite flavor of the Amp?
I think it is.
I think I like the green one.
I don't like Amp. Oh no, I like the white cans. Is that Amp? Is that the other Amp? There's
white cans. I thought it was Monster in white cans.
No, not.
Oh no! White cans are Rockstar.
No, there's another Amp that's white cans, and it's like blueberry.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, that or the Monster iced teas. They are delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot of energy drinks. LEM came into the studio last night and decided to put a Monster energy drink in the freezer. And then we left for dinner. And yeah, that wasn't a good idea. When he came back, he's offering me, like, do you want some Monster? Not of that Monster. I don't want that Monster.
No.
That's
we
a
already
scary
did that
monster.
once.
That's a scary monster.
I already did that to you.
No, that you did that to me, and that was just putting it in the refrigerator. She literally put it on Elsa's.
They told me to.
She put it on. She put the refrigerator temperature on Elsa's palace.
They told me to.
It was cold. It was cold as hell. Dragon K8 says, okay, so let me say gyros fries with salad, tomato, chili, and kebab sauce. That makes sense. Lamb. That's the meat. Gyro meat. You okay?
Now I'm hungry because we're talking about...
This happens every time to you when you're in the studio and I'm doing yesterday at lunch. You should have been prepared because we can't eat lunch. We can't have lunch while we talk the news.
I just want a sandwich. No one will let me have a sandwich.
You didn't even get your sandwich last time, did you?
No, I failed. No, I had the pot roast sandwich.
Oh, I guess was that good?
It was actually.
They have a new menu.
Because it's January.
Yes, they have crab cakes now. It was so good.
Is it good?
They were so good. They're smaller than you would think, though. Just because when they give you 3 crab cakes on the menu, when you see there's 3, you would think they were like big size ones. No, they're kind of like regular size crab cakes, but they were really delicious. They got some new po' boys on the menu, so there's your sandwiches there. And instead of the chipotle taco, they have a bourbon taco that I'm gonna try next time. Okay. It's got the sauteed steak. It's good. It's good. It sounds good. All right, so that gyro that you're having, Dragon K8, I hope it's good. Don't finish it all, until the end of the show. Pace yourself. We go for about an hour, talking some news, like I said, from yesterday. Again, any topics that you guys want to discuss, throw them in the chat room. If there's anything that happened today that you would like to discuss on tomorrow's show, you can email the show. Email address is right there at the bottom, podcast@onelifetoplay.com. He says the meat is gyros. No, the meat would be lamb. What you made out of the lamb would be gyros. I'm real technical that way.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm real technical that way.
Wow.
Sir Davin says he's having Sam's Club samples for lunch. I love it. He calls that his rehab. And Dragon, it's actually dinner where he's at. So yes, this is yesterday at dinner. We might as well just call this the day before at dinner then. That's a long time to go. Because yesterday's news to him would have happened today. I don't even know. Oh man, I just hurt my own mind.
That hurt.
I just hurt my head.
I saw it in your eyes that it hurt you.
Guys, let's get into it. All right, this is a game that I'm excited for. I was excited for it from the announcement of E3 2016 when we first knew of its existence. Monster Hunter World is coming out later this month.
Have you played the Monster Hunter games?
I played Freedom Unite on PSP.
Okay.
That was the first and only Monster Hunter game I played. I loved it. Didn't get too far in it because I really didn't have any friends to play with. Again, I was on PSP. What are you going to do?
Right.
But this time, it's coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. And everybody was aware that there was a PC release in development. It's just unfortunate we were not going to see that at the same time. Console's coming out January 26th. I do not have a pre-order in because GameStop wants to be assholes and not take my reward certificates as pre-order money. But if I buy it, they will still take it as money.
Yes.
It's so weird. I don't know, like once a game comes out, all of a sudden it's money to them.
No, it's because it's counted as a coupon. And you can't use coupons toward a pre-order.
But it's not like I just want to take like a little bit of this coupon and put it down on a pre-order. I want to pre-purchase the game.
Yeah, I won't let you
I just want to straight up buy the game.
So what you do is you put the $5 down to pre-order it, and then when you go to pick up the game, get the $5 back, like overpay with the cart.
Take that goddamn GameStop hat off.
Sorry.
You sound like you make a lot of sense.
It's true though.
I didn't think about that.
It's very annoying, but that's the way around that.
Okay, it makes a lot of sense. So I'm getting it. I'm thinking that I'm gonna get it on PS4 because that's why I played Monster Hunter before.
Right.
And it just sounds like the console that you play that kind of game on. You know, I'm not too sure.
More Japanese.
Yeah, just Japanese. Yeah, you gotta play all your Japanese games. Persona 5, I'm just kind of like shoehorned into playing it on that.
Right.
But I would play those kind of games on a Japanese console. It kind of feels right. Just feels right.
I do understand that.
Dragon K8, I had to say, he says it's not lamb, it's pork. It's a weird gyro. But we'll leave you alone with your gyro. You're okay though. You're okay. I hope it's good. You haven't said that though. You haven't said if it was good or not. All right. It looks like there was a tweet that was made by who made the tweet? All right, it's just Monster Hunter's official Twitter account. Oh, it was the producer. You want to pronounce this? Ryozo?
Yeah.
Sugimoto?
Yep.
I got it. I'm just going to say Sugimoto. Provided an update on the PC version status. He says, quote, "We're working hard on it right now and aiming for an autumn 2018 release." Autumn. That's fall.
Yes. That's
a long time away from January for PC players. He says, "We'll update you with more details later and thank you for your patience." And the actual tweet is, MH World is currently being optimized for PC and is planned for autumn 2018 release. So I don't know. This kind of puts you in the same boat as I think like Destiny 2 players who wanted to wait for it on PC. Except the wait is much longer. Anybody out there going to be playing Monster Hunter World, looking forward to it? And if you are, what platform are you going to play it on? I know I'm playing PS4. Are you going to play this, Nerd Girl?
I've played all the rest of them.
Oh, you going to play this one?
I would assume so.
That's like me saying like I played all the other GTAs, but I'm not playing GTA 5. Which I really don't.
You really don't, though.
I don't. I actually don't play GTA 5. But yeah. So you're gonna get in on this one?
Probably.
Okay. Which console?
Probably PS4.
Okay.
I can't play that on Xbox. That just feels weird.
I'm gonna try not to leave you behind.
No, you will. I have no doubt.
Okay. Are you still down with playing Destiny 2?
I don't know anymore.
It's like,
I'm mad at you.
No.
I'm mad at you.
So we have not even a delay. It's just more news about the PC release of Monster Hunter World. We hope we don't see a delay and they push it out into like a holiday sort of thing. PC players will get their hands on it in autumn. But that is September. You can't lie. That's not gonna be like August or anything. That's gonna be like some September, October shit. Get ready for it. All right, next up. If you did not like Star Wars Battlefront 2, I got news for you.
Oh.
You may have liked the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. And if you did, it just got an update.
Did it really?
12 years later, Star Wars, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, has an update. It's a patch in sorts. But it's reviving, making some, I guess, quality of life fixes in the update. Right now it just says, and this is actually, this makes me so mad that it has to be presented like this. Disney says that the patch includes things like minor bug fixes and improved lobby functionality. It looks like now Steam usernames should also be displayed correctly in-game, while ping calculations will be more accurate going forward. You can get full patch notes over at Disney's website. That's so weird. Super weird. Let's see. Anything else about it? No, that's it. I guess that's not too big of an update. But I guess it works for people who want to play on Steam. revive the old Star Wars Battlefront 2 because you're just not happy with the current one. I would think that's a better playthrough, maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Dragon K8 says that his gyro with pork is really good. Too bad you can't taste it. Yes, it is too bad. It's too bad for Nerd Girl that we can't taste it because she's hungry now. I did not know this though. Now, regarding the most recent Star Wars Battlefront 2, there was an update, some free DLC that came out around The Last Jedi. So I added 2 new maps and 2 heroes. I would suppose that those are heroes from the film. I don't know which ones. It would be really cool. Is Captain Phasma in there? That would be cool. Which I don't know why, because she would probably still play like a stormtrooper anyway. Like, but as a hero stormtrooper, and say, okay, yeah, that would make a difference. Then that would make. I would like to see that. Then that's only if that happened. I don't know if that happened or not. Dragon K8 says, I'm hyped for the Overkill's The Walking Dead. Now I saw this. Let me actually pull that one up. We actually released this as a story a couple weeks ago on our Facebook page. You can follow on Facebook. Just look for One Life to Play. Just like it sounds. One Life to Play. Friend us on Facebook or follow something like that. Like on Facebook.
Like on Facebook.
All right. Let me see if there's been any updates for Overkill's Walking Dead. Now, that's what it was. It was like this trailer that was released for Overkill's The Walking Dead, and it looked really amazing. It started off with this guy is in like current times before the whole zombie scare or apocalypse or whatever you want to call it, and he's just doing his regular shit, and then he goes out to lunch, I assume, and just sits on a park bench, puts his headphones on, and the camera kind of like zooms into his face, his eye, and as it zooms out, it's zombie apocalypse time. Everybody around him's dead. Cars are crashing into each other. He's on his own. Still got his headset though. Still got his headphones. Yeah. Still jamming to that Spotify playlist. I don't know how that was happening. Like, end of the world. What are you playing? Because most people went digital. Nobody's walking around with a Walkman or it's a Discman anymore. So what was he listening to? Maybe he saved it to an SD card. I don't know what he did there. But he was listening to some good shit. Because he was jamming as he was killing. Is this the trailer here? I think this is the one here. Yeah, let's move this over to the big screen. Can I go full screen with you? Yes. Let's take a look at this. Where's my mouse? I think there's sound on this. Did I mute it? Oh, there it is.
While you're living in DC, we have to set some ground rules when your brother comes to stay with you. I've been patient with you, Aiden. We need those schematics by 10 a.m.
His name's Aiden. The same. This is like the twin, the fraternal twin of the guy from Watch Dogs. Wasn't his name Aiden too? He's like Aiden Pierce, right?
Yeah.
From Watch Dogs. Mm-hmm. This guy's name is Aiden, and it just can't be original here. But look at that. That just looks good. Oh, he wasn't sitting on a park bench anymore. He was sitting on top of an overturned vehicle. And I think at this point, he's just kind of looking for a fight. He's bored. He has nothing else to do. Head smashed up on windshields. It's looking pretty bleak for mankind. Oh, look, did you see that? Hey, that's the car from GTA.
Nope.
Look at that, right there.
No.
Look at the Santo.
No.
It's got the name and everything.
No, it doesn't.
It's written. Oh, no, it doesn't. You just, okay, she's playing with me. She's trolling me.
I like that you just kept going, though. Like, I don't need my glasses on. I can't see that.
I like how he wrote on his book bag, keep out. That's on his backpack. Good idea? Bad idea? I don't know. Let's see. Honking the horn. when zombies are laying around. It's not a perfect situation. And this thing with game characters putting fucking hoods on all the time. Why they gotta have this hood on? Like, is that just the most stylized thing you could do with a character? Just put a hood, just let it drape over their neck and shit? I don't know. I'm not feeling that all the time. All right, exit full screen. So that is Dragon K8. I guess most anticipated. Would that be your most anticipated game this year? Getting some overkill. The Overkill's The Walking Dead, or did they just call it Overkill's Walking Dead? I can't remember what that said.
The Walking Dead, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Overkill's The Walking Dead. Do you think you have to put Overkills in there? You can't just call it The Walking Dead anymore.
No, because that's a third game then.
Yeah, man, there's been so many of them.
There's Telltales, and then there's the Walking Dead Survival Instinct that was broken when it came out.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I'm not a huge zombie fan, but I do like The Walking Dead. I love Telltale series of The Walking Dead, so maybe this one will be good. I know it looks gorgeous. I just don't want a game like this. When I see gorgeous games with these kind of set pieces and these trailers, the way something like that looks, I think back to, again, Watch Dogs. I think the Division. And when we saw all those trailers, those games looked great. You wanted to get your hands on those games. But then just the mechanics and gameplay of it, it just did not mesh with what we were seeing pre-release. And I'm afraid a game like that will still continue that same trend. So I'm not going to get too excited about Overkill's The Walking Dead, but I understand why people are excited for it. He says, Dragon K8 says, also the makers of Payday 1 and 2 are making a game, I believe, named. Yeah, they're making that game Get the Fuck Out. Mm-hmm. But it's just Gitfo. Mm-hmm. We call that Gitfo. Mm-hmm. No, he says, my most, in all caps, most hyped game is Anthem. I really have to just tell you to curb your expectations.
Do not be happy.
So I mean, I read a lot of industry news, and my belief is that what they did with Star Wars Battlefront 2 was a test in what they can do with a game as service and their in-game, paid content. Mm-hmm. That was a test for Anthem. And that failed miserably. And if there's any indication of what they want to do for their portfolio going future forward, meaning that they do want something like Destiny, and that's what we're all looking for Anthem to be like, just imagine a blend of Destiny 2 and Star Wars Battlefront 2. Does not sound good. It does not. It's going to be a very, very, what's the word? The opposite of dense.
Spread out.
Yeah, it's not going to be a lot to do. That's what I can just kind of see that happen. The one thing that I think really saves Battlefront 2 is that campaign. Is that straightforward, this is where you go, this is what you do, these are your missions, this is a campaign. Once you try to start making that open world, then you're diving into the realm of the Division and what Ubisoft did. And then on the top of that, you're trying to make it stackable with RPG elements, along with having a shop and a free-to-play side of it. It's going to be hard for EA, and EA has not proven that they can do that kind of game. And to have something to be the first one as big of on a scale as Anthem is supposed to be, that's bad. It's just, I would not get that hype for that game, especially. If you expect that to come out this year, it's going to be rushed. So if you really do like it, you really do want it, I would first say expect a delay. Expect a delay. Possibly holiday of this year or early 2019. If you want it to be good. Now, if you just want to see what EA can do, summer this year. Yeah. You're going to play some Anthem for about 2 weeks. Yeah. And then you're done. But that's just me. Dragon K8 says Destiny 1 and 2 sucked for me though. So see, that's what I'm saying. You can't not like Destiny and then expect to like Anthem, because all EA is gonna do is copy Activision's success.
Right.
And try to do it their own way, which is gonna break it, because you saw when they tried to do it their own way. That was called Battlefront 2. He says you are overestimating my hype. My most hype is minimal. Like Sir Davin says Red Dead. I think we talked to Sir Davin before about Red Dead, or how do you call it?
Oh, GTA, Grand Theft Horse.
Grand Theft Horse. That's coming out hopefully at least by May of this year. We should see some Grand Theft Horse. I'm excited for that one myself too. If I wanted a game that I can really dive into, spend a lot of time, it's going to be Monster Hunter World and Red Dead Redemption 2. So yeah, that's it for me. Stop calling it Red Dead. Call it Red Dead Redemption. We had a viewer last week on the main cast, which by the way, we'll be doing a main cast tonight. It will be our season premiere of season 10. Yeah, season premiere. No, season 9. Season 9. Tonight, 8:30 Eastern time, right here on One Life to Play. You can watch that again simulcast across all the 4 major networks. But yeah, we had a conversation from a viewer last week about Red Dead and how Red Dead Redemption would technically be Red Dead 3, because there was Red Dead Revolver, then there was Red Dead Redemption, then this would be Red Dead Redemption 2. But after further research, the stories between Red Dead Revolver and Red Dead Redemption do not follow or tie into each other. So Redemption would be the first of the series, and therefore this would be Redemption 2. So by calling it just Red Dead, you debunk the fact. And you can't debunk facts. The fact is, there's only been one Red Dead. There's been one Red Dead Redemption. And there will be another Red Dead Redemption. So all right, now that we got that solved and determined. Dragon K8 says, I hope Kojima's game is coming out for the PC sometime. What is it called? Death Stranded. I found out why they call that game Death Stranded.
Why?
So apparently when you die in the game, you get revived, but whatever killed you continues or is what's the word? Is ever present in the game. So let's say you died because something huge just like blew you up. Like it blew you up. Boom. Missile came in. When you come back, when we revive, that crater's still there. All the rocks around are still there, and your body's still there. Like so that's Death Stranded. Like your death is still stranded there in this space.
Oh.
Now apparently there's these mechanics where you can get stuff back off of your body or absorb something out. I don't know exactly how all that's gonna work, but yeah, I'm kind of getting the game now about this Death Stranded thing, and the baby inside you that's a thing that's bringing you back. It's fucked up the way Kojima has imagined this gameplay to work, but I think I get the game now. I'm still not gonna say I'm too excited for it. Some people are probably gonna hate me, but I'm never really too hyped for Metal Gear games or that type of game, only because the stories are just so damn involved and they go off in so many, and that's what I was really afraid of when I heard the name Death Stranded. I'm just thinking like, okay, the story is gonna tentacle off into this craziness that I'm never gonna be able to follow. And that's how it was with Phantom Pain. When I tried to play Phantom Pain, I got like 3 hours into that, and I was like, "Fuck this! I don't know what the hell is going on." It's hard, So those games, I stay even tempered on. I like to look at the trailers. They say there is something. They have a very special trailer coming up, and the actual development of that game is far exceeding its pace, its planned pace. For some reason, they're able to develop this game extremely fast.
Got excited.
Why'd you get excited? You raised your hand and everything.
It would have gone both, but I was holding a cookie.
Okay.
Oh, I've been trying to get this stupid thing to unlock forever. Finally got it.
Got it. Done. We painted your office back there, and it looks really weird in the camera having that blue behind you now.
I love it.
So Nerd Girl's office is painted. We're going to be painting some more later today, getting some trim done, getting some gray walls painted, getting a nice red. I'm thinking, should I make this red instead? Because this is the one that actually shows up now. Or should I make
But
this red? See, no one sees this one.
Except when you're in the big view.
Oh, down below?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the big view down here below.
Balls.
Yeah, I guess so.
Whatever
Should they
makes
both
your
be
heart
red?
happy. No, now you're going. No, then we're going
Both
to be
being red is hard to
yeah,
make
then
these
we'll
two
be
gray
inside
and these
a
two red.
womb.
We need an accent wall, right?
Right.
I gotta decide which one it is.
I like this one because of the black curtain.
That's
I think that'll
true.
look sweet.
That's true. That's true. I like that. Evil Ash says, I need to burn this hat. My Battlefield 1 hat. I had to put it on because I got the Battlefield 1 sweater and everything.
What is he doing?
He did. Man, I like my hat. I'm gonna have a different one on tomorrow.
I didn't notice it until he said something.
Is it just
Thanks,
tacky
Flash.
looking because of all the dots
No, I
and stuff?
I think it's fine.
I thought it was pretty cool. I'm gonna try to have a different hat
worse
every day.
Hats than that.
You said I have worse hats than
Yeah.
this? Wow, which one?
I don't know off the top
This
of my
just
head.
hurting my feelings.
No, I'm not saying like I look at you and I cringe and run away. But
Like, man, your hat sucks.
you look like a fool. No, I don't mean it like that.
Oh, we got some other chats up here from Dragon K8. He says, I hope. Oh yeah, we talked about Kojima's game. He said, I love Red Dead 1, but I hope Red Dead 2 comes out into PC. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a PC for that. But yeah, maybe you have to actually hope for it. Maybe. You know what? Yeah, I share your hope because what I wouldn't want to happen is like every other PC development is going on right now. You know, it used to be that these developers and publishers would come out with the game on PC and then it would have to come to console. And it feels like nowadays PC is just getting console ports.
Yes.
And I would hope Rockstar doesn't fall into that trap. You know, I guess they kind of did it with GTA 5. You know, they released 360,
right?
Then PC, then next gen console.
Was it PC before?
I think
Xbox
I'm pretty sure PC came out before Wikipedia that one, but I'm pretty sure it came out before the next generation console versions. But yeah, it just feels like PC is always getting put to the back burner for console releases, and I don't think that's. I think that's where you really want your game to be at. Is on PC, especially with Steam. You don't want your game to be on PC?
No.
Oh, no, what?
I don't.
No, you don't? Why not? Why?
I'd rather come to console first because PC players are going to break it.
Yeah, but PC players also make games better.
And break it?
But they break it for fixing. Like,
no, a lot of times they just break it.
Yeah. PUBG is a good example. PC players, by breaking it, have made it better for now console players. You know, even though console players have to wait quite a bit longer to get all that. It's okay, though. Sir Davin says, I'm driving, so just saving time. Please don't drive in text.
Yeah.
If you want, tonight,
you're right.
4 season. Yeah, PC came out right after 360 and PS3, and then they went next gen.
No, I was right. I mean, I was right.
PC came out after next gen?
PS3, Xbox 360, September 17th, 2013. PS4, Xbox One, November 18th, 2014. Windows, April 14th, 2015.
Wow, it was that long, huh? That's like a 7-month difference. Wow, yeah, dude, stop doing that shit. Like, just do it either same time or PC first, you know? Let's see.
It's gotta be harder to develop for PC, though, because there's so much variable hardware. Yeah,
it might be variable, but at the same time, you've got SDK that's just right there, you know?
Okay, don't say SDK while I'm looking at, like, typing the letters SDK. If we could just do that and not freak my brain out a little bit, that would be fantastic.
But, I mean...
I'm like, Android SDK, and then you're like, SDK. I'm like, no, you hurt my head. I'm
not a game developer, but I would think if I program on PC, it would be easier for me to make the game right then and there on that platform than trying to kit it out to a console and then go back and tweak it again. Now, I'm hearing apparently the Xbox One X dev kits allow PC to console SDK integration where they don't have to compile before they're sending them back out.
Really?
They can do it all in one. I don't know if that's the same. Obviously, that's probably not the same thing that they can do with the PS4. But because of those things and those advancements, I say it needs to be day and day or PC first. But we'll see what 2018 has in store for us. Even though Evil Ash says I need to burn my hat, Melissa Marie Phoenix says my hats are great. She loves my
I'm not
hats
gonna
are
get
awesome.
Between the two of them, they can figure out their differences.
Oh yeah, they can fight my hats out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I should have a hat showdown show.
Nope, you should not.
Hat showdown?
Nope.
No. I can animate my hats and make them fight in like a. I know what to do. I'll play a game of Street Fighter V. I will then record that, superimpose a hat on each fighter, and let the hats fight it out.
No.
See who wins. We'll do Battlefield 1 hat versus Master Chief hat. Because that's what I was trying to decide between today. Do I wear the Halo hoodie with the Master Chief baseball cap, or do I wear the Battlefield 1 hoodie with the Battlefield 1 Scully? I went Battlefield 1. Dragon K8 says, that's your camera. I would love that games would sell to all platforms to maximize their income of money. The more platforms, the more money they gain. Never say that. Never say that you would love games to do anything where the publisher or developer gets more money, because that's bad for you, i.e. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Right.
Don't ever make that statement again. He goes on to say, this is still from Dragon K8. Is that Dragon Kate? Is that Dragon Kate?
I would think so.
Oh, is your name Kate? Most of the time they fix the game. See, you're right. Most of the time PCs fix the game. Mods make the game survive for a lot of years forward. There are also thousands of games only for PC that are amazing.
That's true.
I like the way Dragon K8 thinks. Dragon Kate. I like the way they think. Okay, let's move right along. Get some more news in here. When we talked about PC, oh, it's Dragon K8, not Kate. Let's see here. I got some more news coming up. You're not gonna like this. I'm just gonna touch on this. GTA 5, known as Rockstar's crown jewel, might not be coming to Switch.
That's fine.
Now, we talked about this last week when we brought up on a previous episode of Yesterday at Lunch regarding the Switch and their delay of the 64 megabyte cartridges.
Right.
I thought that would have something to do with larger games like GTA 5 not coming out on Switch. But according to Game Rant, they found there was a user, let's say, by the name of Das Vergeben?
Wow.
I don't know. Let's see. It says he scoped out a couple of leaks that he or she feels will be revealed during the Nintendo Direct. One of the leaks states that GTA 5 will be released in the Nintendo Switch. So what is this story? Why is this? Oh, that's what it was. Game Rant has shown that most of this user's leaks have been inaccurate in previous times. However, they did predict LA Noire coming to the Switch. That was the only one that they got right, that this particular user got right in the past 9 months.
Oh, God. Good job.
But that is the most recent one.
That's true.
So maybe we'll see some GTA 5. I don't want to dwell
I'd rather not.
dwell too much on that
I'm
one.
so over
On
like,
GTA 5?
Not even just GTA 5, like Elder Scrolls 5. Like, can we stop? Can we just move on? Let's get another thing going, please.
Oh, look. We might have a chat war going on.
Oh, God.
After Dragon K8 said what they did about more games on PC and for more money for more developers. Looks like, is that LB Cake? LB. Yeah, you're another LB. I'm Larry Brass, so that's why. LB. He says more platforms don't mean more money. Strategy games have historically sold poorly on consoles to justify the revenue costs. I don't know if we have to, specify or be specific with just strategy games. It just ends up being that, as games release on PC, the accessibility of that game across, and compared to consoles, there's just a higher rate of adoption with PC, a higher rate of accessibility and download of those titles. So I don't think there's really what's the word? A relation between, you know, just having more games on there, and that's the reason that they're doing poorly, because there's so many of them. I just think, again, if there's a game that's popular and can be developed, you know, at the same time or hand in hand with a PC and a console, then why delay one over the other? If you want to bring it down to money, then I think you have to optimize your development budget at that point. And that's why you can't delay one console or one platform over the other. If you're spending this amount of time developing this game, and then you come out with it on console and your console sales are low and don't meet your projections, that has a huge impact to your PC, your continued PC development. If you would have done them at the same time, you would probably experience either success or failure at the same time, and not necessarily negate the release of future platforms. So that's just me and my business mind. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all, but I would say if I'm going to spend a budget on developing a game, I want to maximize the budget usage and therefore release altogether. All right, Lawbreakers. We said we were going to have it up in the news. Touch on this really quick. Nexon feels like all of you gamers, you probably already written off Lawbreakers in your game library. Nexon has now done the same things on their official financial records. They have written the game off completely. The asset to them is moot. We don't give a fuck. That's what they said. They actually call it a name. It's I'm surprised because we're in the process of opening our business as well, a nice little gaming lounge in Ohio, in Northeast Ohio. So this word was very surprising to me, the way they put it. But they call this an impairment loss. And I never heard of that before, what an impairment loss is. And apparently, an impairment loss is when a company either sells or abandons an asset because it is no longer beneficial to maintain. So not necessarily that they're losing money on it, but that could play, you know, a part in it. But it's just not beneficial for them to maintain it. So with this being said, you would not expect any future patches, support, or development for Lawbreakers. They have just pushed it off and said, this game does not exist. If you have it,
you're a liar.
Yeah. Is that the thing? You're a liar. And what's really odd here is Nexon's, I don't think this is the only game still on Nexon's books, because do they still have like that Shadowrunner game out there and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, and there's this other fantasy looking one that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, they have a couple good PC games, you know, on their books. Shadowrun. I said Shadowrunner. Shadowrun.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
No problem. She's doing mad updates on a bunch of these. LB Cake says, Larry, is definitely not one size fits all scenario. Street Fighter V is an example of a game that is suitable for simultaneous multi-platform releases. Yet they will not come out with it on Xbox.
Nope.
Yeah, that is fucking amazing.
Nope.
That is amazing that you bring that one game up. That is again the reverse of what I'm saying about coming up with PC at the same time. But how do you come up with it? How do you develop for PC? Where Microsoft has made a conscious effort to move their Xbox One platform to the same platform of UWP for Windows 10. You developed on PC, you released it on PlayStation 4, and you will not release a copy of that game on an Xbox One. Even if I can even see if they only wanted to make that, which I think Microsoft would disallow, but if they only tried to make it a One X exclusive, I can understand that. But just say no to Xbox, it's totally boggles my mind. But I understand where you're going, LB Cakes. But here's the thing about Nexon's third quarter. They listed their expenses for their third quarter at $32.4 million in a quarter. Now, that can't be even half of that is Lawbreakers. So I would just say, like, just truck along, man. Like, some of these games will pick up. Like, Fortnite wasn't the biggest game when it first came out. Fortnite kind of stole a few things to become the biggest game. And that kind of leads us to our next story. Do you play Paladins?
Who?
You.
No.
No? No Paladins? Anybody out there playing Paladins that's in the chat room? Dragon K8 does say more platforms means more potential customers. Yeah, of course. It looks like a PUBG-like battlegrounds, quote unquote, battlegrounds. You have to use that in the quote sense now, because you can't say, it's almost like you can't call your game anything nowadays. Because if you use Battle Royale, oh, we know where you got that from.
Yeah.
You use Battlegrounds, you know where we got that from. You say the game mode is unknown, you know where you got that from. So you almost can't call your game anything. But a PUBG-like Battlegrounds mode is coming to Paladins. It looks like the story reads. This is on GameSpot. Battlegrounds, and that's actually the name of the mode, even when without quotes. Battleground will spawn 100 players into a massive map that developer Hi-Res says is over 300 times the size of a typical Paladin siege map. I don't even know how big that shit is. How big is, but 300 times the size? That's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Like I could just say like 2 times the size. 2 times the size. 300 times the size. Where Battlegrounds differs from PUBG, because we know that Fortnite differs a little from PUBG because the building mechanic and the upgradability of, pickups and things like that. Players are put into squads and must work together to be the last team standing. That does not differ much from PUBG because that's called squads. That's called PUBG squads. You guys want to see a trailer of it? Let's check it out.
You gotta fight through the pain to get to the top. You gotta push through it all if it's what you want.
I do like that Dragon K8 states Battle Royale existed before PUBG. I know. It was a good movie too. Oh, no, that was Casino Royale. Was Battle Royale actually ever a movie? An actual movie? Like the movie Battle Royale? Would that have been a movie?
There was a Japanese or Korean.
Oh, okay.
That was an amazing movie. The second one, garbage sauce with garbage. First one,
It's just countdown going up here. Oh, that's how many players are left. Oh, it's actually counting them down. I don't know. It looks like a cooler Fortnite. So if you were the second before last one left, why would you kill the third person and then stand there and wipe your brow? You need to look for that other dude.
He was looking too.
He wasn't looking. Was he looking or was he wiping his brow?
He didn't want sweat in his eyes when he's looking around.
You don't want sweat in your eyes when you look around. You're in Battlegrounds. Fucking deal with the sweat. Deal with it.
You're being stared at.
I know. Let's see. He says that it's more Fortnite than PUBG. It does look a lot more PUBG than anything of. I'm sorry. It looks more Fortnite than PUBG. So it sounds like a good addition. But everybody wants to do this type of game. Right now, it's just the thing to do in 2018, I guess, or half of 2017, a little bit of 2018. We'll see how far Battlegrounds and Battle Royale games take us. I do want to get into this Mad Catz story before we turn the tables on a new feature we got coming up. Tell you guys a little bit about this.
I thought Mad Catz died.
No, we'll get to that. It's Mad Catz. It's got a bunch of lives. Don't worry. It's
Is
still
that the
alive.
one that died last year? What's the one that went under?
That's the one that died last year. As that's loading up, I'll tell you guys about this new feature we got coming up. Nerd Girl has printed out a list of her Steam library. First off, tell me how many total games this is. It's a number. Oh, no. Well, what I believe to be over 400. Now, that's 351.
Yeah.
Now, that's 351 of games that she has either played 0 time on or less than an hour.
That's how many I own. For 0 time, it's 293.
So 351 total games. 293 you either played for 0 or less than an hour. Okay. So the reason we've done this is we want to get her playing a little more games besides Civ 6. That's the number one reason.
And mine.
And number 2, we think it's just going to be a whole lot of fun.
'Cause I have some garbage sauce on here.
Because we want Dragon K8. Oh wow. I got 600 games.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have fun with your Steam sales. I have some kind of control.
Why can't someone make a game like Undertale? Oh, we'll save that for a conversation tomorrow.
And it's funny when I went through this list yesterday by hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 0 hours 0 0 0 0 0 187 0 0 0 0
What game did you play at 187?
374 like Dota and stuff. But like
Dota.
it's there's no like
No
game.
way you played over 150 hours in Dota. Really?
Absolutely.
You really like Dota like that? We should
Yeah.
play it. We should play Dota. I could play Dota more than I could play League of Legends.
Really?
Yeah. I can deal with that a little bit better than that whole league. I know there's still the store, but didn't they say they were going to take the store out of Dota? Did they end up doing that?
I don't know. I haven't played in 2 years.
Okay, I wonder if they took the store out of Dota. I know they were going to do it in Dota and they were going to do it in League of Legends, but I think League of Legends is going to take a long time for them to take that store away. They took Ruins away. But getting back to Nerd Girl's Steam game list, what we're going to do, we have now numbered all of these 293 games that she has not played or has played for less than an hour.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it up to you guys. So while you're in the chat now, just go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 293. And we'll randomly select one of you guys to give that number. When you give that number, we'll find what game that is on the list, and Nerd Girl will play that game for 1 hour. So she can surpass that 1 hour mark and get it out of this playlist.
Yes.
We'll do that as often as we can. We're shooting for maybe 3 times a week. But today will be the first time we do RNG, Random Nerd Girl.
I like that worked.
It works, right?
I like that it worked and we didn't try for it to work.
we didn't try that hard.
It just naturally worked.
Melissa Marie Phoenix already put 79 in there.
Oh God. I'm not going to
don't even look. Yeah, don't even look. It's up to me to look. You can't look at them.
It's going on. I'll put it on the back of this page.
So we will find out what that game is. We're going to need some more numbers from you viewers out there. Whatever network you're on, YouTube,
79,
Twitch, 59 or 59. See, I'm trying to say shit. Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Smashcast, whatever platform you're on. Just type it in chat. We'll get them all. Okay, Mad Catz has 8 lives left. Because they did die last year, as you stated. They did die. But announcement yesterday shows that they are back up and running, and they will be at CES this year, showing off some pretty wicked accessories. None of these accessories right now feature a fight stick, but they did mention in their announcement the fight stick brand. So I don't know where that's going to leave them. But first up we have here is, actually, let me get this window over there. First up we have is their headset. Now they're calling this headset, what was the name of it again?
Garbage with garbage.
It's not garbage.
Sorry.
Okay, first off, there's the wireless mouse. This is called the Rat Air. I do not know what RAT stands for, but it has some periods in between there, so I'm assuming it stands for something. It looks like this is not really totally wireless in the way of Mad Catz traditional peripheral manufacturing or combination. They have borderline the words that they're using, or they played on the borderline of the words that they're using. So they call this wireless, but it comes with a mouse pad that looks pretty sick. It has the cat's claw in it.
Mouse pads are overrated.
The mouse pad is what has the USB cable in it. So you cable the mouse pad, and then the mouse works on top of that wirelessly. I don't know. I mean, I would just call it half wired mouse. I don't know, but it's not a wireless mouse. It's a half wired mouse. It's a wireless mouse with a wired mouse pad. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do with that. There's also the Strike 4 keyboard. Again, don't know what it stands for. There's dots in it. We then have the Freak 4 headset. Dots in it. Don't know what they stand for. Now that headset does look pretty sick though.
Nope.
It's made of metal. The band around it is metal, so I don't have to worry about the PlayStation Gold headset mishap I had with cracking the band.
That's because you're not careful with your things.
I am careful.
You're
Somebody
not.
wasn't careful in the studio. Keyboard. What do you think of the keyboard? This is the Strike 4. It looks pretty good. For a mechanical keyboard, they made it nice and slim, little, not as wide of a profile for a mechanical keyboard that you would normally see. So it looks pretty good. So I would say stay tuned to CES 2018 for more from Mad Catz. But the interesting part about this whole story is the way that they're back up and running. So they are now called Mad Catz Global Inc.
Okay.
I think that's the name of them now. The way they're back up and running is when they did their layoff, they actually didn't close the doors in 2017. They did their layoff in October of 2016. And this is what actually led to them closing the doors. The people that got laid off in one of the factories in China were so happy with what they were doing and what they were making that they wanted to continue making the same great products that they were doing. So they decided to take over Mad Catz. So Mad Catz Global is actually made up of the previous factory workers of Mad Catz's first life. The first 2 decades or 3 decades of life. I want to actually get a quote from one of the guys here, but this is one of those stories that you just kind of say, like, you know, good on you. Good on you. You liked the product you were making. You wanted to continue making it. So you decided that they're actually Mad Catz Global Limited, not international, Global Limited. So they say this is from Selena Chang, Director of Sales and Operations of Mad Catz Global Limited. We couldn't be more excited to begin 2018 by announcing the return of Mad Catz to the global gaming arena. Mad Catz has been a permanent fixture in gaming for almost 3 decades, and we firmly believe its best days lie ahead. Through listening to gamers worldwide, we plan to once again forge a path of innovation in the gaming hardware community, and we're working to deliver products which we believe will enhance gamers' abilities and do justice to the Mad Catz name. That's awesome. Informing Mad Catz, they say, the Chinese factory workers say, we saw an opportunity to keep doing what we already been doing, but now we'll be working for ourselves. That's awesome. Okay. That's great. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, doing what you love to do, making some money while you're doing it, and not having the same debacle that we had with Rock Band 4. Right? that's what it's all about.
Right.
Stop. Don't make any music instruments.
None. Ever.
None.
Ever again.
Make the fight stick.
Stop it.
And end it.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it for news today. I'm going to bring up some other stuff on Maincast. We do have some simulations going on from Madden 2018 for the playoff rounds and who's going to win the Super Bowl. We'll get into all that on Maincast. The Browns are winning the Super Bowl. Yay, Madden. But we'll have all that on Maincast episode 901. Season premiere airing tonight, 8:30 Eastern Time. On Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Smashcast, GeoCities, Dreamcast. All that stuff.
PS1.
All right, here. What numbers do we have? What numbers did you guys give us? I got 2 numbers.
Miss said 79.
Melissa Marie's Phoenix says 79.
Right.
Dragon K8 says 8. Of course. That's fitting. Let's get through the chat while you guys want to throw some more numbers on there. I'll take more numbers. I'll take more numbers. You can throw up some random numbers. I'll just put them all in this little generator here. We'll figure out which one we got. LBK says Steam sales have done wonders for my consumer restraint. Most of the 202 games in my Steam library were purchased over 3 years ago. I only picked up 5 games in 2017.
Okay.
Yeah. That's Steam sales for you. I'm going to use that as a number too. 202. That's going to be LB Cake's number. Compared to, that's a modest number, says Melissa Marie Phoenix, and compared to 600, LB Cake says it is. Has Steam for so many years. Dragon K8 asks, what microphone do I have? I actually have the Yeti Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Yeti Pro. This is the XLR studio version. So it's XLR and USB, but we use it through XLR. Is it good? Is it a good mic? Am I sounding good? I think I might have too much bass in my voice. I heard it on a replay last night, so I meant to turn my bass down, but for main cast, I'm going to have my bass turned down. I got too much. Get the bass off your voice. I can hear my uncle now. Get the bass off your voice, boy.
That's a thing. People get upset about.
Oh, that's a thing. Yeah, he's upset about that. You can't talk to. He was an army man. You can't talk to him like that when you're 14 years old, trying to talk back.
I don't have bass in my voice. I just have nasalness.
Dragon K8 also puts 88 on the list. He says, "I'm jealous of your mic. I want it." I know everyone does.
I don't.
Everyone wants my mic.
I don't.
If you really want a good mic, I will actually recommend Nerd Girl's mic. Not the one that she's using here in the studio, but the one that she uses on her laptop. It's the Turtle Beach. I think it's, is it in your office?
It's right.
It's the Turtle Beach podcaster mic. Is that called a streamer mic? It's the Turtle Beach streamer mic. I believe it retails for either $99 or $119. Yeah. But it is a really, really good mic. Actually, I should have let you show it off. But this mic is really awesome. I'm going to try to get close to it. But it has an easy one-press mute button. Allows you to adjust. You can plug your headset into it and you can adjust your volume independently. You can switch it and use it on PS4, PC, or Xbox. And it goes out via USB. And it can also Bluetooth pair, I believe, right? No. What is this guy right here?
It can
that looks like a syncing.
Move your finger.
That looks like a syncing. That's a sync button.
That is if you want it to be, that's either surround sound or...
Surround. And that's what I was going to get at. So it can do surround or it can do unidirection. Is that what you call it? Cardioid. That's what it's called. Cardioid. So you can go either way, omnidirectional or cardioid to use this mic. It's really, really good. Comes with a substantial stand. So you're not knocking it over or anything like that, and very adjustable. Really good mic if you just want to get into podcasting. Really inexpensive. You could probably find it on Amazon for maybe about $80 nowadays too. Scorpion Queen 94 is following on Mixer. Thanks a lot for the follow. I should turn some music up as we get out of here. There it is. There's my music. We appreciate the follows. We got some numbers. Dragon K8 says I'm a YouTuber as well. So of course I'm curious about the new mic. Check out that Turtle Beach mic. All right, what numbers do we have?
8 and 88 from Dragon, 79 from Miss, and LB Cakes 202.
Miss puts 81 on there as well.
81.
Okay.
Aw, I see what she did. She's so cute.
Okay.
She's too adorable.
Where's my random generator? Do you have one up that goes from a list?
I can.
I get one. Random. Let's go with name picker. All right, so we got 202,
202,
79,
81,
81,
8,
18, 8, and 88. All right, any more numbers? Oh, Dragon K puts 4 and 44.
You put 1.
I can't type. 44. All right, let me move this over so you guys see what's happening. You guys can see it happening.
I'm kind of scared.
All right, we got a generator going.
I have some bad games.
Pick a random name and 202. That's the first one. But we'll go with it. It's 202. That's the number. Russian Cowboy 02 is in Mixer, says hi.
Hi.
You can sit tight, hang right there. We're about to end.
With it.
We're about to end yesterday at lunch. We're gonna go right into Random Nerd Girl RNG.
No, we're not going right into it.
Not right into it, but stick around. We'll bring RNG up in a bit.
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts is the game, really. Okay, yeah, we're playing Psychonauts, people.
I'm okay with that. I was afraid it was gonna be something else.
You thought it was gonna be. What game are you fearful of?
Oh, there's a bunch on there. I don't even know what they are.
Okay, that's awesome. Russian Cowboy 02, we are good. How are you today? And thanks a lot for the follow. I'm going to get these Mixer alerts to show up on the screen. Right now, we only get alerts to show up if you're on Twitch, but we'll be working through all that over this next week too. What RNG is, Random Nerd Girl, we're getting a list of games that Nerd Girl has not played or played for less than an hour. We have 293 titles to choose from. When we take a random number from the audience, we get to find out what number that is or what game that is on the list, and she will play it for 1 hour. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. Should pop up around 3 o'clock. We'll do that on all these streams. Oh, you're good. Stay good. Until tomorrow, if you want to write into the show, any topics that you see in the news today that you want us to discuss tomorrow, you can write into podcast@onelifetoplay.com. You can also email all the other shows. You can email RNG. You can email Maincast. And pretty soon you can email Doc Toots. That is coming next week. That is Doc Hawkman's Tutorials. He's not here in the studio today, but he will be tonight. You're gonna love that one. You're gonna. He knows. He's gonna love that one. Did you see him? Like, I was trying to play Persona 5, and he tries to lay down everything I could do in Persona 5 within like my 30 minutes of playing with him. Like,
I don't know why you.
Oh my gosh,
that's your fault.
So this is why we're giving him his own Doc Toots segment. He can do some tutorials for you guys. But as I said, email the show. We want to hear from you. Questions, comments, any hype you got, send it to podcast@onelifetoplay.com. Check out the app on Android. That's One Life to Play. Just search for it on the Google Play Store. Soon coming to the iTunes Store. And of course, check out our website, onelifetoplay.com. Find all interesting news there. And if you're local in the area, Northeast Ohio, go to onelifetoplay.com/esports. Check out the esports lounge that we're building here, soon to open this spring 2018. Until next time, guys, appreciate you watching. Enjoy your lunch and game on.